Guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Trigger Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know, gang. Now we finally have good news. Good news in the building as of today, or maybe let's say yesterday, because I'm shooting this by 3 a.m. Guys, the things I do, the sacrifices I make, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. That's all I ask from you. Thank you so much. So earlier we got a news release from Mac Miller. Basically, Canada is announcing a new pilot program to support caregivers and Canadian families.
Very pleased to announce that we are launching new pilots that will provide permanent residency status for caregivers as soon as they arrive in Canada. The biggest change coming in these new pilots will be providing a one-step immigration process. Before, caregivers first needed to get work permits and then obtain work experience before applying for permanent residency. Under the new rules, we're simplifying the process and providing them with a clear, straightforward pathway to stay and care for our loved ones.
There used to be a caregiver program and it was supposed to end very soon, I think this month. So they are actually making a proper pilot program for that, and that's what we are going to be covering here on this channel. So I'm reading directly from the Canada .ca website. Please, I beg you, I've said this 1001 times, make sure you're always informed. And when you even get informations like this, shout out to Olufemi Loye. I saw this info first from his page. I had to go back to their website to get more details, to get more information. And he was very comprehensive with it. He took screenshots of everything on their page, put on his Instagram, and still I said let me check in case there's something I'm missing from their site. I'm going to be reading directly from their site. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys to read along, okay? So it says Canada announces new pilot programs to support caregivers and Canadian families, intends to make the caregivers program permanent. So the news release was June 3rd, 2024, and in Toronto. Caregivers from abroad are invaluable to the Canadian families. Their hard work makes a difference in the lives of those they care for, including children, seniors, and persons with disabilities. As the home child care provider pilot and the home support worker pilots come to a close later this month, the Honorable Mac Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, today announced a new enhanced caregiver pilot. This will allow caregivers to continue to come to Canada as we work towards making the caregiver pilot programs permanent. The new pilot program will provide home care workers with permanent residence on arrival. This is amazing, like PRO on arrival. This is not work permit. This is not anything. You're getting PRO on arrival. They will also be allowed to work for organizations that provide temporary or part-time care for people who are semi-independent or recovering from an injury or illness. This new pathway means the caregivers can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access to permanent resident status as they arrive in Canada. Through these new pilot programs, candidates interested in working in Canada's home care sector will be eligible to apply if they meet the following criteria. Now, this part is very important. You attain a minimum of level 4 based on Canadian language benchmark, whether your IELTS, your CELPIP, your TEF. Make sure the minimum level 4 based on the language benchmark. That's your minimum for your English requirements. The second one is you hold the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. Now, in this case, most likely your WAEC result is going to, if you send your WAEC result to West for them to verify, it should be equivalent to a high school diploma. So yes, I think WAEC result, WAEC NECO or whatever, but the main WAEC result, not just common entrance, those kind of things, yeah, or a random exam. So the third point is you have recent and relevant work experience. So for those that are already in the care sector, you're taking care of elderly people, you're in the healthcare sector, you take care of patients with disabilities, those that are in NGOs, maybe you're signed up to an NGO where you're caring for people with certain disabilities, I think this pilot program is going to help you a lot, okay? So position yourself, which is very important, because we are still going to be breaking down more information in the future. They said the fourth one is the one that is a bit tricky, which is to receive an offer for a full-time home care job. This one is tricky because even those that are already in the system in Canada, not everybody is getting the call for full-time. Those that are getting, some are saying it's very stressful, some are saying it's this or that. Hopefully, they sort out the LMIA backdoor problem as to one of the protests that they were having, which is very important, because let it not be that those that have registered their companies and this kind of announcement favors, they'll take advantage of those that probably need the job, tell them to pay money and all of that. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The news went on to say, these new PRO on arrival pilot program mark an important step forward in Canada's efforts to meet the evolving home care needs of its diverse population. More information will be available before the launch of the pilots, including full eligibility criteria and details on how to apply. So this is one thing you need to know, like before they launch it, they'll bring more information. Now, there are certain quotes that he made that on the website, they tag the quote. Of course, it's important things that he said that they want us to keep take note of. If you're somebody that you don't like to read a lot of things, you can just be going to quotes to check like the bottom of the write-up, to just check maybe a summarized statement. So one of the quotes he said is, caregivers play a critical role in supporting Canadian families, and our programs need to reflect their invaluable contributions as we work to implement a permanent caregivers program. These two new pilots will not only improve, so they are releasing two new pilot programs. It will not only improve support for caregivers, but also provide families with quality care they deserve. This is from Mark Miller, the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship. Now, this other quote says, after hearing stories and feedback from caregivers across Canada, I'm proud that we're taking concrete action to create policies to support the caregiver community. Generations of women and men have advocated for this important pathway and have cared for our families and loved ones here in Canada. Now is the time to return the care they deserve. This is from the Honorable Rishi Valdez, the Minister for Small Business. One of the ways to know exactly what is going on in your community is to listen to people that other people might not just be paying attention to. You see, these statements they are making will tell you the kind of program they are launching and what is more important to them as the government. Okay, so some quick facts. In June 2014, there was an inventory of over 60,000 persons for the live-in caregiver program. Today, less than 1% of that live-in caregiver program inventory remains. Yes, when it comes to the immigration pathway, from 2014 till now, it has changed tremendously. Some people, of course, it will favor, other people it will not favor. So that is one quick fact. The second one is, as part of the 2024 to 2026 immigration levels plan, Canada will admit over 15,000 caregivers as permanent residents. So their target is 15,000. Guys, if you have the documentation, if you have the certifications for a caregiver support provider, for childcare, for adolescent care, people with disabilities, old people care, get ready. The target is 15,000. Most of these pilot programs, when they come out, that's the time to harness it. Don't wait for the thing to do like different programs. Then by that time, you don't even know the score. You don't know what's, it might just get full on time. Guys, let me know your thoughts. So another quick fact there says, as of April 30th, 2024, nearly 5,700 caregivers and their family members have become permanent residents since the launch of the home care provider pilot and the home support worker pilots in 2019. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So from 2019 till now, we just have 5,700 people that have turned in, have become caregivers, okay? And when it comes to care, you form a bond with the family. I want to use God's name to beg you people. This kind of job is not a job that you randomly take. You have to have the heart for it. You have to have the patience for it. You have to consider many things. Do you understand? Because it's not worth it for you to come now and be sent back home for one bad character or the other. Guys, let me know your thoughts. So for me, shout out to everybody that has any form of experience in these fields that I talked about, because in the next couple of months, when this program relaunches, you'll be able to, glean from it. You'll be able to participate in it. For those that have asked like several different questions, do not worry. Please be patient with me. When summer comes like this, I barely have time, and the little time I have, I'm either trying to sleep, trying to run to work, or shoot a video, put earpiece in my ear, and edit while I'm on the bus. It gets very hectic. Guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section.
Justice! We want justice! We want justice! When do we want? Right now! We want justice! We want justice! When do we want? Right now! When do we want? Right now! We want justice! We want justice! Right now! Justice! Justice! Justice!
Students protesting for their permits to be extended. They're protesting for to stop exploitation of LMIA. They're protesting for other things. But one thing I want to also let you people know, please, if you follow this channel, you can talk from now till tomorrow. Sometimes government might even favor you and budge. But please have plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. When it comes to Canada Waka, have different plans so that nobody is holding you hostage for one plan. It is very important. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So if you must, please, as much as possible. In fact, this one is not even if you must. Everybody watching this channel, I know you have done your IELTS. Because for you not to have done your IELTS and you're asking me questions, it's not fair. You have not done IELTS, you have not evaluated your last degree, that's whatever degree you had, and you're just asking and asking. So when something like this comes up, you cannot partake fast because you have not even read for the IELTS, you have not registered, you don't know how it works, but you just keep watching. As much as I appreciate it, I also feel like we should be prepared. People come in and say, oh, anything I say, I will leave it for God. Be prepared so that you will not go and almost get the permissive will of God because you refuse to prepare. You just force God's hand. You understand? Put yourself in situations where you had no business being in. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I pray to God that we see more draws. That way people are, have hope, have more hope. Because those Brampton protesters, they also talked about frequency of draws and the rest of them. My advice would be for them to lay low. With the situation of things, it's not the best. I know that it's weird, especially when somebody has stayed 3 years and could not get a job. They don't know what else to do. Some people stay the duration of their 1 year program. It becomes tight and all of that. I get it. But as much as we try to protest, I feel like you draw more eyes to yourself and cause more hatred, knowing fully well that right now the climate is not favorable for international students. Wisdom is profitable to direct. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I remember your girl Asidalin. Please check out my other videos and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.